Pisces family, what is going on? Welcome to the channel. I am Deborah. This is Purusha Intuitive, and we are looking at your weekly energy. So welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. I always appreciate you. Definitely take a minute to like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. It's such a simple act, and it really helps grow, build, expand our community here at Purusha Intuitive. I really love connecting with you guys. I hope that you're finding the content relevant. Definitely drop comments below. I always love to hear feedback. I always love to grow and expand. All right, Pisces, so let's get into it. We just moved into Cancer season. It's a really good time to feel into the energy, right? How something's affecting us. Is it working for us or not? Is it something that we need to be dedicating our time and energy to, etc.? Being a water sign yourself, this is actually a really comfortable space for you to be in. Use it as your power. Use it as your tool to gauge what is best for you. Because there is some stuff that's happening, and I was definitely sensing this as we're walking into the reading. There is this thing happening where it's like it's a little bit of a repeated pattern. You've been down this road before, and I think you feel that and you know that, but there's also this underlying subconscious fear to change, to do something differently. The cassette really represents that outdated thinking. Obviously, it's from the analog days, cassette tapes. I love those. I love sitting by the radio, recording songs, so it's really being able to connect into what is enough and what is not. And I feel like you've been doing this dance for the past couple months, whether it's with the same person or different situations in your life, where it's like you keep giving the benefit of the doubt. You know instinctually this is not something that feels right or fits for you, right? But there's also this element of you scared to let go, right? I feel like it's basically saying you want to have options. You want to know what is ahead, what is potentially around the corner from you, but holding on to old people, places, or things honestly just clogs that energy. It doesn't give enough space in order for us to invite someone new in. Sometimes the universe, spirit, God is asking you to release and let go, to surrender, to have the trust and the faith. And that actually allows our manifestation to come in way quicker, right? When we hold on, well, I'll just keep this person on the sidelines, on the back burner. I feel like I need to appease them. I don't want to hurt their feelings. I don't want to, whatever it is that you're using to justify it. Like I said, it just actually prevents that manifestation from coming in quicker. And here's the thing, you do have options. It's basically telling you to go out, get out there, put yourself into new situations, go do a hobby, take a class, meet some new people, do a community event, whatever that vibe is for you. It's going to help you feel a little bit more grounded and secure in making the hard decisions, especially when something or someone, oh my gosh, guys, I gotta show you. I just split to 10 of Pentacles, 7 of Wands. I love the 7 of Wands in this deck because it really reminds me how you're feeling. It's almost like you're punishing yourself. Whether it's happening with family or someone you're trying to create a family with, or someone you have, assets, money tied up to, etc. It's a repetitive pattern that really feels like, you've been there, done that before, and but you're still trying to give this Emperor energy the benefit of the doubt. I feel like to some capacity, no shade to whomever that is for you, it's Aries energy. Someone who's like, very fiery, very pushy, very forward, knows what they want, etc. I love Aries. They're really amazing with what they can do, what they can make happen, but it can also be a very aggressive and overwhelming energy. And especially for you, Pisces, because you're right next to each other on the zodiac, it usually makes things a little bit more volatile. Sorry, no shade. Yeah, I think that, you know, and here's the thing. I like that we start out with temperance, because temperance is that reminder, like, you know, sometimes we can't penalize a person for something they don't do, you know? If they didn't say it to our face, if they're not saying, you know, we kind of just have to let bygones be bygones. Like, hope, or not hope for, but like expect the best out of the situation. Even if you can sense and you pick up, you know, they're trying to manipulate or take advantage or bully you into something, right? King of Cups energy, it's, you know, that's what I love the message of the King of Cups and you vibing in that way. Is it's basically saying he knows how to ride the waves of emotion. There's always going to be things that trigger us in life, unfortunately. Not to be Debbie Downer, but just legit true, right? Like, it's tough. Life is tough, period. And when we know how to handle our emotions and then ride the waves, that is actually what makes us so strong and powerful. Okay, so Queen of Swords energy, Libra is coming in. So you're feeling really, you know, here's the thing. You guys are coming from two different spaces. One person is just rational logic. This is what it is, so this is my response. Where you're more feeling into the feelings, the emotions, etc. And that temperance energy is making it really hard for you because this other person's being so cut and dry, and that's not what you want. You know, you feel this allegiance to the Hierophant energy. So the Hierophant is family, it's tradition, it's doing things according to how you should be, right? You know, a little bit more of a rigid type of thinking is what I'm hearing. And I feel like that is a little bit harder for you, Pisces, because you're not a rigid sign. You're fluid, you're open, you know, you're creative. You really love those energies of freedom, you know? And this is all about learning how to wrangle that beast. So I hear this not only as the beast within yourself, so that is more attached to your emotions, not letting them take over, get the best of you, etc. But then also like what is around you, right? The people who are trying to make it difficult. So what I hear, I feel like you're dealing with someone who's incredibly combative, you know? That's what keeps coming through. And I feel like you know it's not enough. I feel like you know this is not what you want, etc. So we have that King of Wands. There's double confirmation on that Aries energy and just that aggression that I was just talking about, right? You know, but you love them, you care about them. There is some connection that you have with this person. I feel like it's hard to say no to them. It's hard not to buy into what they're selling. Maybe they have all the money, or maybe, you know, there's someone who kind of controls how the finances run, etc. Or they're being really helpful, you know, in terms of financial things. They're looking at it through this lens. It is a little more innocent energy on the opposing side. Yeah, okay, so they're just trying to make things better, right? That's what their perspective is. They're just trying to make it better. I don't hear that there's ill intent from this other person. Yeah, they're aggressive. Yeah, they do things way differently than you do. It's not like they're trying to be difficult, you know? But I do think they're trying to dictate the situation. So we have King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. That's essentially blocking them. So it's just someone who, again, it has a little bit more of that aggressive air with this bull coming out from underneath. And, you know, just kind of someone who knows how to control that energy, knows how to control the dynamic, etc. Taurus is ruled by the bull. Capricorn is the goat, right? So there's a lot of stubbornness. There's a lot of rigidity. And honestly, you guys are kind of feeding off of each other. this is a mirroring situation, as most relationships are in our life, right? Or pretty much all. They basically show us what we feel we're worthy and valuable of. And then there's this other person in play. So there are many people, right? We have King and Queen of Swords on the board. We have the King of Wands and the King of... Oh, wow. So, I'm sorry. We have all 4 kings on the board, right? So again, that's all this masculine energy, all coming from different perspectives, and no one really agreeing with each other, no one listening to anyone. Everyone's kind of like doing their own thing. No wonder this feels chaotic and overwhelming, because I feel like you're really just trying to sense out what's best for the situation. Let's do it right. Let's make it happen. But it's hard. Like, I feel like you're actually being more accommodating than everyone else. So I would really encourage you, Pisces, not to feed into this energy that you don't really agree with. Yeah, you kind of need to branch out, start fresh. That's where this element of not enough comes into play. Maybe someone's helping you and they think they're giving you something good, but it's not enough. It's not really what you need, you know? It's like when someone's, you know, giving you something that's like, yeah, thank you, I appreciate that, but at the same time, it would really help if you could do this. And then I feel like this resistance energy is like, I'm not doing that, or you shouldn't do that, or you don't need that. It's very much like, you know, a strings attached arrangement is what I'm hearing. Someone is subservient to the other. There's multiple energies in this situation. So either multiple people involved, it could be family, it could be your friend group. It could also be playing out at your place of work, right? Either employees or coworkers, etc. And the problem is, staying in this cycle is going to keep you guys in the same loop. Not everyone is on the same page. Knight of Cups energy. You need someone who can come in and kind of, you know, I'm hearing almost like be your protege, right? It's not someone who's already in this situation, in this dynamic. It's someone that you need to call in that's going to be, I don't know, I feel like just more heart honoring for you, right? Who kind of is on your same vibe, on your same wavelength, you know? And yeah, I mean, it's really kind of closing out like the chaos, right? So, because this is about you creating your own peace. If you have a bunch of people feeding into the situation, giving their opinions, saying this, that, and the other, fine, you know? But you also need to be able to hear your own voice, because none of these people are in your shoes. And it doesn't really look like they're helping or contributing to the situation in a way that makes it easier for you. It actually feels like it's a little bit more frustrating and difficult and making it hard for yourself. Spirit saying, you know, open up your options, put yourself out there, really spend some time to assess how you want to grow and build things, and then take action from there. I'm not saying you don't have to cut, like you have to cut these people out, but I feel like, again, they're not helping. It's more hindrance. Yeah. I feel like you're giving a lot more than what you realize, and it's really hurting you in the process. You know, it's kind of breaking your heart because you are trying to rise above. You are trying to do everything in a positive way, in the right way, so to speak. And it's like being taken for granted, you know? But this is actually what you're building, Pisces, which I love. No one else deserves the credit. You've actually worked really hard for this. So remember that, you know, don't give your power away just because you're trying to be nice, or because you're used to it, or because you like them. You know, that's fine, but it really, again, devalues who you are and what you bring to the table. So I really hope this message helped. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm sending all the love and blessings to whatever you're navigating through. Definitely give a big big thumb up, big thumbs up if it resonated. Drop comments below. Let's build and grow our community. I hope you have a fabulous evening. Thank you. Lots of love.